Good morning, everybody. Oren J here with a My Hero Academia, the strongest hero video. This is a new gacha open world My Hero Academia game coming to global in about a month. It says June 1st, although those dates can be kind of tentative. Let's talk about this game. Let's talk about why I'm really excited for it, and let's do all that right now. Okay, before we get started, I'm not being sponsored by the company or anything to make this video. I'm just really excited because I really enjoyed the My Hero Academia anime. I watched the first couple of seasons, really liked it, and then like a lot of animes for me, I kind of fall off after the first few seasons. But when I downloaded and started playing this game on the Asian servers, I really got a feeling of going back to those first seasons of the anime, and a lot of the things that I remember liking from the anime, like that nostalgia, really kicked in for me and started making me excited about this game. I'd heard a little bit about it before, heard it had open world elements and wasn't all auto PvP, right? Like it's a lot of combos. It's kind of a mix of a fighting game and an open world exploring game with gacha elements to it. I mean, and of course it has gacha elements to it, right? Like it's a mobile game. It has gacha elements, but you get to play as the heroes from the My Hero Academia universe. You get Deku right off the start. You get Kaminari. I think I'm saying his name right. Kaminari. He's your second character you get for free, and you get Kanishima for your third free character. Now, I'm probably butchering those names, right? It's been a minute since I've watched the anime, and I wrote down their names, and I'm like, man, I'm trying my hardest here. But my favorite character from the anime was Froppy. You could see her, Frog Girl, down there in the bottom left of my screen. And I believe she's also going to be in global on launch. We're not 100% sure yet. I'm going to do some summons on what I think is the going to be the global banner. Probably do those in my next video. But this video, I really just want to talk about how the game plays. I've played it for a few hours now on the Asian servers and just give you guys a taste, right? I also want to send you over to the website to pre-register because there are pre-registration rewards coming out for global. If we hit benchmarks, just like any other mobile game, the more pre-registers we get, the better our global launch rewards will be. The link to that going to be down in the description, so go pre-register for this game if you want to play. Now, the open world element of this game is pretty neat. You get to walk around the city, you get to see, like regular people, other heroes, you kind of get to interact with them a little bit, and I really want to talk about the cool little auto run feature. Because the auto run feature in this game will not only move for you, it will move you towards your next quest objective, which I found really neat. I like just looking, like when I'm walking around the city, right? Like when I'm playing an MMO or something and I'm moving about, whether it's Freeport in EverQuest or, like some city in World of Warcraft, I like to look around. The auto move feature in this was pretty neat because I just got to like enjoy the scenery while I kicked back and relaxed. Really liked the ability to move around the city, freely. A lot of mobile games just kind of have like a menu where you're stuck on, and you don't really get to get off that menu until you're in a battle or until you go into a dungeon or something like that. In this game, you get to walk about the city and meet some of the characters, so I really like that. The PvE aspect of this game was pretty neat. I've only played with the 3 starting characters so far, but they were all very different types of units, right? Now, Deku, you get him, and he's going to be your first S-rank character. He's not S-rank when you get him, but as you play through the tutorial, he quickly, in fact, I think it's your third set of tutorial missions. You get to take him from a B tier character to an A tier character. And then the next set of missions, you get to take him from an A tier character to an S tier character. And that's really cool. And from all I've seen, he's a good unit to start building your account around. Now, Kaminari is a B tier character, right? So the lowest tier that I think is out right now, but he's still very viable in PvE, at least the PvE that I've played. And he's like a ranged unit where Deku is a melee unit, right? Like Deku can warp in there, start kicking people in the air, combos, does all these attacks, and you have to get kind of good at when to throw his like ranged skills, when to do his ultimate, when to turn on his like super moves. It's really fun, and it's very different than other gachas I'm playing, where you basically just hit auto fight and the fight goes. Kaminari, you try to stay at range, you're throwing lightning, you can go into like his super mode where you're throwing stronger lightning, and when people get up on you with that guy, you tend to get your butt kicked, so you have to kite, stay at range. Really kind of very different styles between just those two characters, and that gives me some hope for this game, because if they can make really diverse sets of characters, well, that's going to make playing the game more fun. Kinishima, the third character you get, the A tier character, brawler, like get in your face and fight. He has this move where he blocks. I haven't used him as much as the other two because I just unlocked him and started playing missions with him, but he felt different than Deku or Kaminari. Really neat, right? So like I'm really excited for polling, right? I want Froppy. Like that's my girl, right? I want the frog girl. Hopefully I get her on the Asian servers, but if I don't, whatever, it's not like my main account. Now, PvE, you go into, like, you run about the city and you find these little, like, hotspots where you go into these kind of dungeon areas. It's not a dungeon, though. You're, like, in a parking garage or you're in the street and it, like, cordons you off and you fight in a little block, beat the enemies, move on to the next part. And it's 3-man squads. So you take one of your units, you send them to one of the areas, boom, they fight that out. Then you pick a second unit, send them to another area. And that's kind of how the fights play out. It forces you to use more than one unit, which is pretty cool and will encourage, building more developed rosters. And as the PvE progresses, like I'm just in the tutorials and I'm having fun. So high-end PvE could be really exciting in this if there's like, strategy involved and it forces you to use some different characters. Now PvP, there's two types of PvP in this game. There is a full auto PvP where you're like zoomed out and you're just kind of watching your characters like beat each other up in arena. The couple times that I've tried that, I just got destroyed because I wasn't even through the tutorials yet. And I was playing against characters that were like 5-10 ranks higher than me. And since I couldn't control anything, I just got my butt kicked by, players who had pulled on the gacha and had stronger units and stuff like that. But I like having auto PvP in the game. I'm always a fan of gacha games where there is both auto and manual PvP. The more ways that there are to play the game, the better in my opinion. And this game looks to have both. I will at some point do a guide on both types of PvP, but right now I'm just like scratching the surface, right? So nothing like that coming yet. Manual PvP is a little iffy right now because I have to play on a I'm playing on a VPN on Asian servers, so there's a latency issue, and obviously I'm super weak, and I'm also really bad at the game right now, so I need to get better, right? Like, I need to get good before I start talking about manual PvP. Okay, now I know I mentioned the first 3 free characters you get, but who else are we going to get for Global at launch? I'm not sure yet. I think Ochako is out. I'm thinking that Bakugo is not out yet. I know that All Might, I believe he's one of the first banners that we get. And then there's I can't remember his name, the teacher, the like really sad looking teacher guy who's really strong. I know he's like top tier PvE character. I don't think we have him on launch, but I'm not sure yet. I will keep you guys updated with all of that as I figure it out. And I'm really looking forward to getting to the point in the game where I can do some polls, expand my roster, and then I'll bring you guys some more coverage of that as soon as I do it. So thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you are as excited for this game as I am. If you are, let me know in the comments if there's something you'd like for me to cover to try and figure out while I play on the Asian servers. Let me know that in the comments as well. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel for more My Hero Academia coverage, and I will see y'all in the next video. Later.